Wave rider, stay higher, push pressure like a geyser. Storm calm in my chest when the tides get wilder. I've been swimming through the noise, every current trying to claim me, every shadow trying to pull me, where the undertow is angry, but I rise with the flow. Pulse beating like a drumline, every step a new horizon, every breath a new skyline. Told the fear I ain't folding when the water starts to climb. Told the doubt it can drown, now I'm finally in my prime. Pressure on my shoulders, but I treat it like a blessing. I've been forged inside the flood, every ripple is a lesson. When the world get loud, I go quiet, then I sharpen. Built a harbor in my mind for the days that I was darkened. Wave rider, keep steady, keep moving through the heavy. Let the current lift you higher when the surface isn't ready. Wave rider, no breaking, no folding, no faking. When the storm starts shaking, I'm the one that stays awakened. Look, I've been walking through the fire, so the water feel familiar. I've been battling myself, and the mirror was the killer. Now I'm channeling the rage like a river with a motive. Every scar became a map, every loss became a moment. When the tide turned cold, I reminded who I am. I ain't running from the waves, I confront them where they stand. Every setback just a setup for the part where I expand. Got the ocean on my back, and the future in my hands. Told my people we gon' make it, we gon' rise above the breakers. We gon' build it from the ground, we the movers, we the shapers. Call it faith, call it grit, call it will from deep within. We don't ride the wave for fun, we ride the wave. So wave rider, keep steady, keep moving through the heavy. Let the current lift you higher when the surface isn't ready. Wave rider, no breaking, no folding, no faking. When the storm starts shaking, I'm the one that stays awakened. So let it crash, let it pull, let it rise. I remain unmovable. Wave rider.
Good evening, everybody. Welcome to Lunar Beaches Crypto, where we ride the waves of the crypto market all the way to the moon. Thank you all for being here. I do greatly appreciate it. It is Wednesday, right? December 3rd, 2025. 10 p.m., 10:03 Eastern Standard Time. It's going to be a low energy stream, guys. I'm just going to let you know that. I'm incredibly tired. But that's okay. We push through. Also have a headache, so that's fun. Had one since I woke up this morning, so that's cool. Probably because my son likes to kick me in the middle of his sleep. Can't get him to sleep in his bed to save my life. It might actually kill me. What's going on, everybody? How you doing? Thank you for being here. I do greatly appreciate you. I appreciate all of you for your support and your kindness and your love and your vibes. You're all amazing. The wave riders are absolutely amazing. Might be trying to catch a wave here in a second. We'll get to that in a second. Bitcoin trying to break out of a pretty well-known pattern. It's pretty infamous. If you know, you know. Oh, take the night off, David. Get some rest. I don't stop. What is sleep? I will be okay. Can't afford to take the night off. We do what we gotta do. Good evening, everybody. Good evening, Alexandra G. Thank you for being here. Thank you for pinning that Discord link in the chat. Maybe I'll do a short stream, but I'm not going to not stream. Okay. All right. Maybe 30 minutes tonight. Let's see. We got Alexander G in the house. Good evening. Maybe since we're doing a short stream. See, I told you every single time, squirrel. Since we're doing a short stream, just got to go quick. Good evening. Maybe a bandage. Lunar. Why are you saying no in Australian? French toaster. Hola, French toaster. What's going on? How you doing? Nar. What's going on? Mike Volmer, the Mod King. Thank you for being here. We got Johnny December in here. What's going on, my guy? Johnny December, man. His home, where he lives. What a freaking paradise. Absolutely love it. It's good stuff. Sharing some pictures in the Discord. And yeah. All right, yep. You guys are amazing. All right, up, 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 up. What are we saying? Up, 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 up. 2. I don't know. Toaster. All right, we got a cup and handle here, and we're trying to get a little breakout right now. Failed to break this high. We got a sweep of it instead. Had to come back down for more liquidity, and now we're getting a push. Right now, at this very moment, I don't have any exchange ready, so just have to watch it, I guess. Let's back this up. Let's go to the 15. See what we're dealing with. I'm going to start, and I'm going to stick with it because we got to stop bouncing around from one thing to another. I'll tell you that right now. But I'm going to stick with this chart prime. I'm going to stick with the Prime Oscillator Pro Plus. And I have made mine, so if you have this, and if you don't, check it out. But if you have Chart Prime, I went through all of this, and if you can't have all these things on. It just becomes to be too much noise. Let me just show you guys. Watch. Wait, did I hit money mode or something? I did. There we go. It's like, what? It just got less. Bam! There's a whole lot going on here. I was struggling with this thing because it's just because it's too much. It is way too much. So I got it down to the few things that really matter, which is more momentum and volume based. Got rid of the divergences. Don't really care for them, to be quite frank. And got rid of the volume matrix. So all I have is a true 7. They now have a VWAP overbought and oversold. Like that. We got the money flow tracker. We like that. We like the true 7 because that kind of gives you the pulls data from 7 different indicators. And then we've got just the main oscillator. So I got it broken down to essentially 3 things with the VWAP overbought, oversold. What's going on? One Love, Melissa, LBC OG in the house. We've got Harp here as well. Thank y'all for showing up and showing out. You're amazing. So I've got just the so we got the trend fusion, or the main oscillator as it's called, which this just kind of helps show it's a smoothed out trend and momentum oscillator. We've got the money flow coming in, money flow coming out. Right now we're pretty heavy in the green. That's really good. And our true 7 is going to be our kind of like baseline. It lags more than the others, but when it pops, it gives you a good indication of what's going on underneath the hood. So when they are all positive, more likely than not, you will see a positive move. You will see a bullish move. So that is why I just got it down to these few things. The signals, they're just too much. They come way too early. Like they're great for high time frame swing trades. But when you're doing low time frame scalps, this is, in my opinion, what you want. All right, so we got a sweep of the high. And look, the hourly closed below the high over here. Trying to get a pullback right now. No breakout. Everybody in retail is trying to trade the cup and handle, it would appear. So we'll see. We've got a VWAP oversold right here. Look where that printed. Right here at the bottom here. Before this move to the upside. Back up to this high. Let's turn on Spaceman. Let's see our levels here. So you can see we've swept the yearly open here. Got a pullback. Tapped it here. Back to the lows. Came back, broke above. So we're trading around that yearly open. Trying to flip it into support. So yeah. Yeah, you guys are amazing. Market Dynamics Pro. So I've got this is the one thing that I need to fine tune, where I really need to figure out what's going to work best for my style. Either prime blocks or your standard order blocks. So I'm testing out the prime blocks now to see what those are like. You can do the market structure too. It's pretty neat. It just kind of draws it out for you, so you don't have to do it. Where did it go? Market structure, internal, and swing. So you'll see it'll pop up. This will probably say, this probably won't say break a structure. Maybe it will. Or chotch. Oh, here, okay. It didn't even label it anything. All right. So internal. So chotch indicates reversal. It's in an early reversal signal, potential reversal signal. Remember, everything's potential. You got to have confluence. But what that means is you're moving to the upside and you've come down and you've broken an internal low. That is a change of character. Then you look for a pullback and then a continuation to the downside. If all, given the context, if everything lines up. We have a bearish divergence right here. Might not play out though. Money flow is green. Well, we're on the 3 minute too, so 15. So this gave us a change of structure, a bullish change of structure. Obviously. Now the question is, are we going to come down here to tap some liquidity? Come down, sweep all these lows, and then go from there. But you can see the last time we did that, be careful. Be careful. All right, so here on the 15 minute, we can see money flow has been coming out. It's not really what you want to see. However, we do have the trend fusion to the upside, and we have the true 7 sitting above the zero line as well. So 2 bullish indicators. We've got the double overbought on the VWAP. And so how that works is relative to, I believe this is how it works. Let's go to the VWAP, and this is how the VWAP works. I know how the VWAP works on Market Cipher. And I think it probably works the same way on Chart Prime. And that is essentially when you get to extreme levels away from VWAP, then it might print the dot. Maybe it has to have volume too. So this doesn't work like Market Cipher because this one's literally touching VWAP. And it's a little different because Market Cipher is literally a wave. So what it's doing, you got their zero line. Your zero line is essentially the VWAP, a smooth VWAP. And this is your price deviating away from VWAP. So when you get to the extremes, that's why when you pop up above the zero line on Market Cipher on a VWAP, it's typically, you know, as long as everything else is going with it, it's typically a bullish signal because you're pushing away from VWAP like you do here, right? Here. Then eventually you come back to life, come back to real life. Quick reminder, smash the like, subscribe if you're new, and tap the bell to stay updated on all live streams and videos. Thank you, Alexander G. Also, guys, moving forward, I posted it in the Discord. If you didn't see it, I'm going to say it. I need some help. I need some help from you guys, if any of you can help. I got to start making short clips of my live streams. So if there's ever a moment when you're like, hey, that would probably be a good clip, say, clip it in the chat or something. I don't know. Or timestamp. That's what I want. That's what I need. I mean, that's what I really need. Because we got to get some more people, man. We got to get some more people. All right, so we're coming down to VWAP now. We'll see what it wants to do after getting a sweep of the prime block, prime order block. Now let's go to the enable blocks. Let's turn off prime blocks. I just want to show you guys. What do I have that set to? 15-minute order blocks. Now, as you can see, your original order blocks on the Market Dynamics Pro, they take in the exact top of the candle and the exact bottom of the candle, and they give you the order block. You can come in here, you can go to attuned, and it tightens up that range. Might even just change the order block in general, but like I said, might even change the order block in general. What is going on here? This is not where you were looking like earlier, sir. What's kind of crazy though, if I go to the 3-minute, even though I have it set to the 15-minute on the order blocks, sometimes they show up differently. And I don't know why that is, so I'm trying to figure that out too. So we got the middle of this order block sitting right here at a fair value gap. And the middle of the fair value gap is right there in the middle of that order block. And this is a bullish order block, meaning we have a bullish, we have a bullish delta or a buy heavy delta, super buy heavy, 95% to 5% within this range of this order block. We've also got the VWAP right there too. And this might bottom out. Let's see. Let's see if we can get a bounce. That is not a bounce. That is a bounce. Let's take a look at this cup and handle and just see exactly. What's up, Ryan Smith? How you doing? Hope you're doing well. Technical target, measured move, we're looking at about, let's, boom, boom, 96,294. If this can get a bounce, would be nice. So I'll be looking for that. Now, this structure right here is inherently corrective. Three-wave move, three-wave move, three waves, three waves. This is all corrective. So let's see if this can play out for us. What's up, gang? I'm good. What's up, All Set? How you doing? Thank you for being here. Let's take a look at Solana. I'm trying to start trading something else other than just Bitcoin because I need to look at other charts. Solana got another little nice breakout today. Got this locked. I put an alert on that. Actually, let me put this back. Put an alert on this because once it broke out, I wanted it to come back down to it. But it never did. But it might. This could be an ABC. Almost had it. Almost had a bullish impulse. So close, yet so far. Yeah, definitely these lows in here look super juicy. I think they want to get taken out. We do have the money flow coming out. Oh, let me get off the 3-minute real quick. 15. Momentum is trending to the downside. True sevens below the zero line. And the money flow is essentially flat. Barely positive, but mostly flat. Just like Bitcoin, money flow got nice and thick until we got up here at the highs, and then we're starting to come down and smooth out on the money flow. So that's showing weakness in the trend. We're not seeing buyers really stepping in here and holding the price up, and they do, but it's a good thing that we're still kind of flat because that means we can still get a bounce. But we just might have to come down a little bit lower before we do. Before we get a bounce. Golden pocket. %, retrace. Basically the same. 142. 142 to 143. There we go. That's where I would look for a bounce. We got a break of structure, a bullish break of structure. Money flow coming out on the 5-minute, coming down. You got the trend fusion below the zero line and the true 7. So that does show momentum. You can just see them all pointing to the downside, right? Showing momentum is favoring the downside for right now. Now, it is Asia. It's low liquidity. Don't typically get big moves there in Asia. They tried at the beginning of the session. They didn't quite get it. Missed it last night too, waiting for that tap. Look at that. We got this order block down here as well, sitting at 137. Below all of these lows. 137. Now, this can absolutely continue to grind to the upside. We've seen it before, especially on Bitcoin, coming down to that level. All the way back after the ETF launch. There's something similar. Boom, 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 boom. But I'm more of talking about turn that off. Slowing me down a little bit. Chart Prime, so powerful. This is what I'm talking about. Just look at this. I remember this. This was so just nasty. And then it finally got going. But classic example of what I was talking about on Solana. B5 for llama. Cool. Crypto bounces, but weak U.S. macro data, AI uncertainty threaten the recovery. Key takeaways: low Bitcoin. This is from Cointelegraph. No, let's just read. Bitcoin and Ether gained momentum on Wednesday, rising to their highest levels in 2 weeks as investors await a more expansionist monetary policy. Speaking of that, I think we pretty much solidified a rate cut today. Not financial advice. I don't know if that's how that could be advice, but whatever. Because I don't know if you guys saw the jobs numbers, but it was minus 32,000. Weak economic indicators boosted expectations of fresh stimulus measures, increasing demand for scarce assets. The S&P 500 index and gold also reached reacted positively as investors anticipated higher liquidity entering the markets. Still, with the cryptocurrency market capitalization sitting 29% below its all-time high of $4 trillion, Bitcoin and Ether traders remain alert to the possibility of a correction driven by broader economic uncertainty. Crypto market cap excluding stablecoins. What's the red line? USD something? USD 5? US 05. That's the US 5-year treasury. Demand for scarce assets strengthened on Wednesday, shown by the jump in U.S. 5-year treasuries prices and gold approaching $4,240, up 3% in 2 weeks. Bitcoin held near $93,000, unchanged for 2 weeks from 2 weeks earlier. Ether, however, remains 37% below its all-time high of $4,956, prompting traders to reassess the outlook for the altcoin market. The U.S. labor market showed signs of slowing in November as private companies cut 32,000 jobs, with small businesses facing the toughest conditions. Of course, anytime you're going through any kind of recession, market slowdown, anti-growth period, a shrink period in the economy, your small businesses are probably obvious that they get hit first. You start seeing the jobs. I mean, we've seen some layoffs from big companies, and we saw some in October. So, but it's when the backbone of the economy really starts to lose jobs. That's when things start to get a little rough. A little rough. I want to say it's like 40. How much? How much of the U.S. economy is small businesses? 43.5 to 46%. How many people? Dive deeper in AI mode. What are they considering small business? If it says, let me see what it says. The general guideline used by the SBA's Office of Advocacy for statistical purposes is fewer than 500 employees. However, for eligibility in specific federal programs, loans, and government contracts, the standards are much more detailed and depend on the business's specific North American industry classification system code. The limit can range from 100 to as many as 1,500 employees. Well, I don't know about you guys, but I don't think a company with 1,500 employees is a small business. Okay? All right? I don't think it is. I don't even think a company with 500 employees is a small business. That's actually insane. Bingo and a bango. What's going on, T.I. Joe? How you doing? Thank you for being here. Stragahart, what's going on, Strag? How you doing? Haven't seen you in a while. Thank you for stopping by, saying some stuff in the chat. Yeah, what's going on, Joe? How you doing, bro? You all right? You making it, man? Haven't caught you on a stream since last week, I don't think. I didn't catch anybody's live streams today. Not a one. I was a bit busy. So, here we go. The U.S. labor market showed signs of slowing in November as private companies cut 32,000 jobs, with small businesses facing the toughest conditions. The ADP payroll report noted that workers saw a 0.1% pay decline from October, which reduced inflation concerns. Okay. Traders now await the Fed's interest rate decision on December 10th, expecting clearer guidance on policy direction. We might continue to be bullish up until then. And then a rate cut might occur. We might get a short little spike, and then we dump. Just throwing that out there. We'll see what happens. Fed policymakers have signaled diverging views, partly due to the lack of official U.S. government data during the government funding shutdown that ended on November 12th. Some argue rate cuts are needed to prevent deeper labor market weakness, while others warn conditional reductions could aggravate inflation, which remains well above the Fed's 2% target. Growing dependence on AI investments by some of the world's largest companies adds another layer of uncertainty. Gene Boyven, head of the BlackRock Investment Institute, reportedly said, "There is so much talk about the potential of the bubble, people are conscious of the risk." According to Yahoo Finance, BlackRock also highlighted the physical limitations of large-scale AI data center expansion. I've actually looked into this a lot, and something that I really want to look into stock-wise, I've looked into power for nuclear reactors or for AI data centers, and I looked into nuclear reactors, and there's specific kinds of nuclear reactors called SMRs, and I want to look up like who makes SMRs, who makes SMR nuclear reactors. Let's see. We've got several companies and organizations are developing. I wish I could make this not bright. Flashbang. Several companies and organizations are developing small modular reactors, including NuScale Power, Westinghouse, Rolls-Royce, Holtec International, Kairos Power, Terra Power, BWXT Advanced Technologies. Okay, yeah, but what are their tickers? Well, if I do deep dive, wait, is this a ticker? NRC. National Research Corporation. Bloop, 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 bloop. Let's zoom this on out. See what this is looking like. Huh. Why does it look like Bitcoin? Seriously, it looks almost exactly like it. Well, duh. This is on a weekly chart, so it's not going to look the same. You're a dummy. Yeah, it's basically the same. Basically. Okay, not really, but basically. I mean, definitely the same down here. Definitely the same down here. So whatever Bitcoin ends up doing here, we might want to look at NRC and see, it might do the same thing, just on a much higher time frame. What's going on, Chris Klein? Thank you for being here. Al Jr. in the house. How you doing? Hey, you guys are amazing. Thank you for showing up and showing out. If you guys wouldn't mind hitting that like button while you're here, while I have you, I would greatly appreciate it. Number one way to support the channel. Yeah, you guys are amazing. I love it when the chat gets moving. All right, what are we doing over here? So is this the thing? Is this what we were looking for? More on technicals. Nope. More on seasonals. Nope. More on financials. Nope. More info. Not dividends. Overview. Here we go. Engages in the provision of analytics and insights that facilitate patient, employee, and customer retention. It offers solutions that addresses specific needs around market insight, experience, transparency, and governance for healthcare. What's the healthcare thing? This is not even anywhere near what we were looking for. I'm gonna tell the AI that's cool. But what are the stock tickers? Ticker SMR. You gotta be fucking kidding me, man. Of course. Look at that. Oh, what is this? Oh, I don't know. Just the release of ChatGPT and the start of the AI boom. Nuclear reactors start to go up. Imagine that. Hitachi Nuclear Energy, GEV. I bet you this whole entire list is on BC Port Corp's, it's in the Piper Academy Discord. Make sure you guys are subscribed to the Piper Academy. The Andy R, what's going on, Andir, as we call you around here? You remember that? Let's get this off the screen. Nobody likes the bright light, especially not at night for me. All right, so the U.S. Department store. Oh, U.S. department store operator Macy's said Wednesday that its outlook reflects ongoing pressure from cautious consumer spending and higher tariffs, which are expected to weigh on results in the final months of 2025. In an interview with CNBC, CEO Tony Spring said Macy's has been forced to make selective price increases across most categories. Demand for bullish leverage positions on Bitcoin and Ether remains unusually. What's unusual about it? Did you see what happened on October 10th? What is unusually low? We don't ever go through lulls. The annualized funding rate on perpetual contracts should fall between 6% and 12% to cover the cost of capital. This lack of conviction is notable. The stock market is expected to benefit directly from expansionist monetary policy, the rate cuts. So it looks to me like retracement rally is all we're going to get. Things don't look good under the hood. Sorry, I got a little under the seat, Sorry. I'm losing my mind. I forgot where I was. I don't know. How you guys doing? Stream good for me, Chris. Okay, that's good. LOL, BC's watch list. Yep. That's the one. Hey. Is this stream lagging or is it just me? She said it's just you. Thank goodness. I mean, I hate it for you. But also, I'm glad it's not me. Because I can't be dealing with that. What was I even? I don't even know, dude. I'm so just not here. Daily. Now, Harp understands this, okay? This is what Harp understands, okay? And all set. W's. There you go. That's all you need. That's all you need to know. We got a W pattern. Guys and gals. Me too, LBC. Me too. Yeah, there you go. Stream's great and no lag. Excellent. Excellente. All right, let's just see. What did the NASDAQ do today, all right? See, this is what concerns me. We are approaching retracement levels, significant retracement levels like 786 and 886. And right around the time when we're getting close to a rate cut. And not all rate cuts are bullish, by the way. And the market has already been kind of pricing in a rate cut, especially ever since, what was the bullish catalyst? What was it? Lord, I don't even remember. It was Friday, November 21st. Whatever it was, I think it might have been like, oh, we're definitely going to get a rate cut. Here's the problem. We got a chotch here on the NASDAQ. We took out an internal low. What's that do? Technically speaking, yeah, we did it here. Same thing. Came up, came down, and we still had a nice little run up. However, this little move down here is nowhere near the same as this kind of move. Point is, this move, I should say, this move had a lot more volume in it. And you got to push off of that. But then you came back down and took out that low where you had all this volume. Would have preferred that we got a bounce above that level, but we didn't. So this looks more like a potential rollover than a continuation. Because technically speaking, it's broken market structure. Up, down. I mean, you can't take them all in. And we're already at all-time highs. We've already been at all-time highs since about June is when we broke out into new all-time highs. Let's go ahead and mark this off. Bam. I'll do that. Put a fixed range volume profile on it. See what this looks like. Oh, so we do have a high volume node down here. We are above this high volume node here. Well, that doesn't look too bad then. Let's pull in a little bit more of this. Okay. So we're super extended past this value area. Yeah, this is kind of what I was thinking just from the market structure is that this area down here is it might come back to test it. It might come back to test it. Which if Bitcoin rolls over, I mean, it wouldn't be surprising because we were ready for it for the most part. Now, if it does something like this, and then breaks. I'll be looking at this. Go from the breakout, almost get you down there. That'd be enough. It's a measured move. What if it came down here? If it just rolled over. I mean, you get right down to that level, probably even down to this high. I mean, right down to it. Ooh, that'd be nasty. It's a 12.92% drop. It might be more if we get in one more little push to the upside. Maybe take out some equal highs in here. Do we have some? Yeah, we got some equal highs up in here. Up in her. Y'all gonna make me lose my mind. Up in her. 13.68%. That'd be a pretty nice drop. This one, off Liberation Day, was minus 26. So that actually wouldn't be too terrible. But this would show some slowing down, at least for the next month or two. And you know, could be getting there. Now, here's the problem. AI makes up roughly 40, the estimates range from 40 to literally 90% of the GDP right now. So if AI bubble pops, guess what happens? The whole economy gets effed. It's like the housing market, except it's the stock market. Because the stock market is being propped up by 7 stocks. So if those stocks fail, or Nvidia loses its steam, or whatever happens, it won't be good for the economy as a whole. So AI is going to take your job, but it's not because it replaced it. It's because it's literally killing the economy. You can't in a healthy economy, you can't focus on like one thing. You just can't. Like absolutely understand putting money into it as a country because, I mean, you want the advancement in the tech, and this is a revolutionary tech. Okay. This is literally the future economy is AI. It will be built with AI, for AI, and eventually by AI. Isn't that crazy? So, gonna have some boom and bust probably. Gonna have some pain on those busts. Got to make the moves. Follow Piper Academy. Follow BC Port Corp. They're follow. Eventually, I'll get in more into the build out stuff because you got to think there's they use all kinds of stuff for the components. So you get for data centers. You got copper. You've got just energy in general. Silver. That's why silver is starting to go up or has been going up because we need silver. You need silver for like batteries and stuff or something. I don't know. Chips. I've slowly been seeing drones and AI replacing people in my profession. Do you mind saying what your profession is? Good night, Johnny. Thank you for being here. Mad love. Enjoy the waves. But yeah, so if that goes down, it's not good. Good news is Google's going absolutely insane. Google's the one propping up the market right now. Google's going parabolic. I'm just waiting for this whole melt up thing to happen that people have been talking about. Meta, even after its deal with the Googs, stalled out and has been moving to the downside. It's got a nice boost off of that news, that partnership news, or the contract, whatever. Stalling out. Big gap here. Toaster makes bread. Ha! Funny. Isn't it ironic? Land surveying and civil engineering. Oh. So they're replacing people? So land surveying. So how would you used to do it with people? You like ride around on like a side by side or something? How does that even work? I could Google it. You survey the land. Do you get out your binoculars and be like, "Yep, that's land. I'm surveying it." Or do you go up to it and you're like, "Hey, Mr. Land, uh, how much grass do you have? Are you planning on getting any new trees this year? And do you get a lot of sunlight?" Thank you for answering our questions to our survey. Have a good one. Four-wheelers and a clipboard. Yeah, bro. Drones are killing field guys. That's crazy. I mean, I'm a field guy myself, but they ain't taking my job anytime soon. Literally, they gotta have robots to do my job. So, fortunately, look at this massive gap here on Microsoft. Bam. It looks like it wants to get down there. Relatively equal highs. Momentum. Ooh. This might be a good put. Put a put on it. Tesla's getting a pop to the upside, surprisingly. Seems like Tesla's been kind of inverse correlated to a lot to like Nvidia and stuff. Just what it seems like. Say a tree or floods on home damage. Land surveys legally established property boundaries. Oh. Got it. So you work for the government. Good job. Or does the government hire private companies? Probably that one. Amazon. Looking a little rough as well. Got some equal lows here. Yeah, just generally the market broadly just doesn't look too great. The Australian dollar getting a push today. That is because they're talking about rate hikes in Australia. Good day, mate. No. Did nobody like my dad joke? Surveying the land? Hello? I heard Meet Kevin give a dad joke today. It was kind of bad, but good at the same time. Of course, I can't remember it to save my life, so I don't even know why I brought it up. Something about did you hear about the deaf guy that went to prison? Or no, did you hear about the this guy with the severe stutter that went to prison? He died before he could finish his sentence. Sorry, that was pretty funny. I love Meet Kevin too, Alexander G. He's fun. And I'll learn a lot from that dude. Really good, especially when it comes to real estate, apparently. Bitcoin dominance still pretty flat. It's been pretty flat for quite some time now. Frankie 2 times. I don't even know what that means. BTC, Frankie 2 times. USDT dominance. That's one to look at. USDT dominance looking a little toppy. Okay. Or is it? Kind of is a little bit. I mean, it's just sitting up here at these highs. $100. Frankie 2 times. I don't understand. Do you guys know what that means? Follow me on X at Lunar Beaches. Thank you, Alexander G. See, I'm losing people. I'm losing myself too, so I'm just going to go ahead and wrap it up. I said I was going to do 30 minutes, and I did an hour, so. Thank you for joining me. Goodfellas. Of course. You know how long it's been since I've seen Goodfellas? Quite some time. Actually, it just kind of looks like an ABC correction that's looking like it's about to wrap up. Maybe another move down, a little further down, coming down here. Get a bounce. And that would be more downside for Bitcoin and crypto. There we go. Y'all both say we here. We here. Meet Kevin is fun to watch. Lots of info. I can't keep up though. It's hard, man. I listen to them while I'm at work. Wrong scene. All right, guys, I'm gonna get out of here. We might get a little push tomorrow. Be looking for the short or for rejection between 96 and 98-ish. So, but that's it. That's it. So be careful. Tight stops if you're trading. Join a Discord. All that good stuff. Thank you all for staying around, sticking around, and showing your love and your support, and talking in the chat, and engaging, and smashing up the likes, and hitting that sub, and hitting that notification bell. Maybe tomorrow we can come back feeling a little better and a little more well-rested. Doubt it, but we'll see. Tomorrow will be the last stream of the week until Sunday. So, yeah. I will see you guys then. I hope you all have an amazing, beautiful, wonderful, radical sleep. I'm going to play something that I created before I went live, but I didn't have enough time to listen to it. So we're going to see how it goes. My love, guys. I'll see you all tomorrow. Ride the waves. God bless. Peace out. Bye.
Yeah. Way rider don't get caught in it. Tackle more whole block start pivot. I don't swim with them, I outpace them. Whole way hit, but I still chase it. Pressure on me, I don't break, I brace it. Cut a few off their way, replace it. All that talk, but they never in the deep end. Say they outside, but they never where the beef been. Say they whole rank, but I'm looking at a weak chain. Tryna ride mine, better learn how to think, man. Came from the floor where the tire hit vicious. Now I run a whole route, no glitches. Move like a thread with a goal, no wishes. Money on the mind, no told your business. Way rider, don't slip, don't trip. When the tide come in, whole crew might flip. Way rider, big drip, no ship. I walk on water like the wave ain't shit. Way rider, yeah, this current mine. Way rider, skill every time. Way rider, big step every time. Way rider, I'm the one who make the coastline shake. Go too far, whole wave might break. Never been pressed, now I press back fake. Every move locked in like a high stakes trade. Yeah, they was sleep, now they wide awake, panicking. I don't say much, I just handle it. Wave too strong, whole squad do damage. You don't wanna be the one caught lacking in it. Flow like a riptide, drag 'em off balance. Skill too sharp, got a way born talent. Cold when I move, but the numbers stay valid. Everything hit like a deep sea mallet. Way rider, don't slip, don't trip. When the tide come in, whole crew might flip. Way rider, big drip, no ship. I walk on water like the wave ain't shit. Way rider, yeah, this current mine. Way rider, yeah, step every time. Way rider, big step every time. Way rider, on loop. Deep and roll, learn a more new. Way rider, move me, you don't get a chew. Yeah. Snow's falling on my charts tonight. BTC sideways, but the vibes feel right. Hot cocoa on the desk, one eye on the feed. Santa's in the order book, liquidity we need. Market sleeping, but the squad's still here. Wave riders riding through the holiday cheer. It's the season of patience, no FOMO, no fear. We're chilling like it's Christmas every day of the year. It's Christmas at the candle close, where the trend is warm and the moonlight glows. Trim the wick, let the good times flow. We're stacking joy like it's an ocean. Ho, 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 ho. Yeah, yeah. It's Christmas at the candle close. Oh, elf on the shelf, got a limit order in. Rudolph's flashing green, bullish on the wind. Mrs. Claus D in says she loves the show. Markets after dark on repeat like whoa. December volatility, shaking the tree. But we're sipping eggnog, staying mentally free. If Santa brings a pump, then we'll let it be. Because peace is the ultimate R, you see. It's Christmas at the candle close, where the trend is warm and the moonlight glows. Trim the wick, let the good times flow. We're stacking joy like it's Satoshis. Ho, 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 ho. Yeah, yeah. It's Christmas at the candle close. Oh, wrap the charts and ribbon, tie the losses with the bow. Lessons are the gifts and the growth is what we grow. Wave riders gather round the firelight glow. Family in the trades, that's the real P&L, yo. Down, yo, down, yo, down. It's Christmas at the candle close, where the trend is warm and the moonlight glows. Trim the wick, let the good times flow. We're stacking joy like it's Satoshis. Oh, 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 oh. Yeah, yeah. It's Christmas at the candle close.
Have an amazing, beautiful, wonderful, radical sleep. I'll catch you all